called us up and asked if they could do a T-shirt using honor.
Standing on a street corner, had a box in his hands, and President Bush rode up to the boy and said, "Say, what do you have in the box?" And the little boy lifted up the lid, and there were some newborn kittens in there. And President Bush said, "What kind of kittens are those?" And the boy said, "Well, they're Republicans." And President Bush said, "Well, that's good." And he went on his way. And the next week, he was out riding his bike with Vice President Cheney. And they saw the same little boy standing by the street corner. And George Bush said, "Oh, Dick, you got to see this. It's so cute." They rode up to the boy. "What you got in the box?" And the boy lifted up the lid. There were the kittens. And President Bush said, "Now tell the Vice President, what kind of kittens are those?" And the little boy said, "Well, they're Democrats." And President Bush said, "Democrats? You said last week they're Republicans." And the little boy said, "Well, they were, but now they have their eyes open." And it's that view our troops and our veterans as real people, not as toy G.I. Joe dolls to be manipulated for the benefit and welfare of the Halliburtons and the Exxon Mobils of the world. And I'm particularly ashamed at our leadership in Washington that not only has needlessly destroyed the lives of thousands of young American men and women with their actions, but at the same time, here at home, as Barry has alluded to, they have voted to slash funding for health care for veterans, and they have failed to support the guardsmen and the reservists that have served so nobly overseas in Iraq. When I get to Washington, I intend to support something that the House Democrats have introduced called the new GI Bill of Rights for the 21st century, which will increase benefits for our veterans and for our troops currently in action. And I also, thank you, I also intend to work like a dog for the issue that's of great importance to me, and that is House Resolution 676, which provides for universal health coverage for all Americans. Every day in the emergency room, I have to witness the tragedy that our current healthcare system is, and I think that it's definitely feasible for us to push through a type of healthcare bill that not only will be compassionate, but will also serve to save the vast majority of Americans large amounts of money. In closing, I'd just like to thank you again for having us down here at Michigan Avenue and Congress on November 30th. That's a Wednesday evening at 6 p.m. November 30th. So there's these flyers that explain the tour, and press release here that has a little bit more information that I'll have over here. Thank you.
And I said, "Senator, this is Cindy Sheehan, who lost her son in Iraq." Cindy sat there. She said, "I didn't lose him." I didn't know what to say, so I didn't say anything. After a long pause, Cindy said, "George Bush killed him." Now, some people don't like it when Cindy speaks the truth, speaks her mind. But as sure as I'm standing here, George Bush killed her son and killed everyone else who's died in Iraq.
We've been there before. Mostly we're going there because it's an easy place for the out-of-towners to find. It's on the corner of Western and Fullerton. Western and Fullerton afterwards. Meet us there. We'll get them to put some of the movies and stuff in the DVDs, and it's a chance for people to talk and network. We've also got flowers, beautiful flowers. And at the end of this ceremony, we're going to ask people to come over to where the fountain was. Of course, the city that works can't get their fountains to work either. Oh, am I harping on that? And so, to put it down and remember those that died on both sides. Our next speaker, Caesar, come over there as well. All the proceeds go to VVAW, and it'll be on the website. Thank you. I'm going to run to get the card.